Today we will see the example of a structure. So already we know that structure is nothing but a collection of different data types which are going to be stored under a single name called any user defined data type. So we have an example here. So now we are going to perform the structure of an what here book. So what we require here, structure of a book contain name of the author, okay, number of pages and price. Okay, so these are the data members of a structure. So here, so what is the structure name? What is the structure? How the structure is going to be created? By using the keyword structure. So what is the keyword of a structure here? Struct. By using the keyword struct, we are going to perform the structure concept. What is the structure name? Structure name is the book. So how many variables we created for the book here? So one is the mass, variable 1, and we created another variable at main function. Already we know that the structure variable can be created in two ways. One is at a structure definition, another is at a main function. Okay, inside the main function by using the struct structure name, nothing but struct identifier of the structure. Now, so here what will happen? So when we got the memory allocation of the for the name, for the number of pages, for the price. So whenever we create a structure variable, then only the memory allocation got for these data members of a book. Now, so here the program execution start from the main function. Before starting the program main function, what will happen? This variable mass got memory allocation of how many bytes? So here, so this name contain how many bytes? This name contain 20 bytes, required 20 bytes. This integer occupies the 2 bytes. This float occupies the how many bytes? 4 bytes. Total we require the 26 bytes of memory allocation to whom? To this mass. Now, so whenever the mass is called, what will happen? One block is created on the name of mass. Okay, on the name of mass, size equal to 26 bytes. Now, these 26 bytes are going to be allocated as per the whatever we declared in the structure. Now, 20 bytes allocated for the name. Okay, 20 bytes are allocated for the name, and 2 bytes are allocated for the number of pages, and price. 4 bytes are allocated for the price. Now, price. So what will happen? So these are not having the actual values. So these will have the garbage values. Okay, garbage values. Now the program execution start from the main function. After executing the main function, then what will happen? Another variable we are creating for the structure called PPS. Now again what will happen? PPS got memory allocation. Okay, PPS got memory allocation to the structure of a book. Now what will happen here? So PPS, on the name of PPS, it got 26 bytes of memory allocation. Okay, 26 bytes of memory allocation. So here 20 bytes allocated to the name, 2 bytes allocated for the pages, and remaining 4 bytes are allocated for the price. So what you understood here? So whenever you have the number of variables, those number of variables got memory allocation according to the structure of a book. Suppose we want to take for physics. So what will happen? We need to create a physics variable by using the structure variable. So by using the struct and structure name, then automatically memory allocation done for the physics with the size equal to 26 bytes. So like this, if you want to create as per your requirement. Now what will happen? After allocation of the memory, after creating a variable for the structure, it got memory allocation, which is 26 bytes. That 26 bytes are going to be allocated as per the size of the data members. Then after this, then what will happen? We are going to enter the details of a book. Which book? To the mass. Okay, then what will happen? Enter the book name. We are giving the book name. What is the book name here? That book name is the ABC. My book name is ABC. Now what will happen? this ABC is entered by the user, that going to be read by whom, this percentile s, and it is going to be stored in the location maths. So here we are using the concept called dot operator. So by using dot operator, we are going to insert the data into the structure of a particular location. Now what will happen? Name dot name. Now what will happen? So it's going to be fetch. Now this name is going to be stored in the location PPS mass, but not PPS. So by using the dot operator, we are going to whatever rate the data going to be stored in the location variable called mass. Now what will happen? This name is going to be stored in the location mass, but not PPS, because of we are clearly mentioning that mass dot name. We didn't say that PPS dot name. So now what will happen? In the location mass name, we got data equal to ABC. After completion of this instruction, the execution control move to the next step. Enter the number of pages. I'm going to enter the number of pages equal to 50. Okay, 50. This 50 is going to be read by this percentile, that is going to be stored in the location mass dot number of pages. Here the dot operator is going to play a key role to store the information, to access the data from the structure. Now what will happen? This data, now 50 is going to be stored in the number of pages, location of mass variable. So number of pages of mass variable. Now what will happen? This is going to be stored in the location what here? 50. Now after completion of this instruction, it's going to move to the next instruction. So enter the price of a book. I'm going to enter the price equal to 150 rupees. Okay, 150 rupees. Now what will happen? This 150 is going to be read by the percentile, because of we entered the we taken the price as the float. Okay, we taken the price as the float. Now this price is going to be stored in the location price of variable called maths. Here we are using the dot operator. Now price is going to be stored in the location 150. So by this what will happen? We enter the data of the maths. Means what we have here? In maths name we have ABC, 50 and 150. The price is 150. Then now we are going to enter the data equal to what here? Enter the data into the book 2. Enter the details of book 2. First one, name, pages and prices. So now, we are reducing the code of number of lines of code here. So we take in 2 lines for the name, 2 lines for the pages, 2 lines for the price. Means total we required 6 lines. So instead of using 6 lines, we are going to use the 1 line. So to by this, enter the details of book 2, name, pages and price. Now what will happen? First I will give the name that going to be stored in the location name. So what name dot, so which location we are going to store here? Where we have to insert here, that we have to insert the name into the where? Into the PPS, but not into the maths, because of we clearly mentioned here the variable called PPS. Now what will happen? In PPS we are going to enter the data equal to suppose X, Y, Z. The author name of PPS is XYZ. Then after that, next what we have the second option here, number of pages. Now number of pages is going to be given by the user, that going to be read the percentility and going to be stored in the location number of pages. Number of pages in where? Into the mass or PPS? We clearly said that PPS. Now this number of pages are going to be stored by using the dot operator into the PPS. Now, so number of pages of the PPS is equal to what here? Let us enter 100 pages. Okay, we having the 100 pages. Now we having the third option is price. Now I am going to enter the price that is going to be read by the percentile F, that going to be stored in the location PPS dot price. Now, so this price is a data member of book that is going to be stored in the variable called PPS by using the dot operator. Now I am going to price equal to, that will take 200 rupees. Now that going to be stored in the location PPS of size equal to 200. Okay, so now what will happen? Now we need to print the details of book 2 and book 1. Suppose if I take, so here we written PPS dot name, PPS dot number of pages, PPS dot price. Instead of using PPS, I'm using the mass now. So now what will happen? So here we given the details of book 2. So first what we having here, percentile is PPS name. Now it is going to print XYZ. Now this number of pages is going to print what we have here, 100. Then so this mass dot price is equal to what here, 150, because of price going to be printed of which variable, of mass, but not PPS. So here it is going to be printed as the 150 but not the 200, because of we given the name of a variable as the mass but not a PPS. So we have to give the clear variable which we want to print here. So now we want to print PPS but not the mass. So print PPS dot price. Now what will happen? It is going to print data equal to what here, 200. So next, after printing the book details of book 2, then what we are going to print here? We are going to print book 1 details. Now, so mass dot name. This name going to be fetched from the variable called mass of the location called name. What is the name of the name of the mass here? ABC. Now it is going to print A, B, and C. So now, so we are going to next what are we having here? Next percentile that going to print number of pages. So number of pages dot mass. Now the number we having the number of pages are two variables. What is the variable name we given here? Mass. Number of pages are going to be fetched either PPS or mass, definitely from the mass, but not the PPS, because of we clearly given that mass dot number of pages. Now we have number of pages are going to be fetched from the variable called mass. Now this where this instruction going to fetch the data from the 50. Now it going to print 50. Now PPS dot price. So here what will happen? We use the PPS dot price but not mass dot price. Now what will happen? This price is going to be printed from which variable? From the PPS variable. Now it is going to fetch from the PPS price. Now what is the price of a PPS here? It is 200. So here we need to learn two more some things. What are those? So how to create a structure by using which keyword? So we need to create a structure by using the keyword called struct. How we can access the data of a structure? By using the dot operator, we can access and we can store the data into the structure. When we got the memory allocation for the structure, so whenever we create a variable for the structure, then only the memory allocation will be done to the that particular structure. Whether structure is user defined or predefined, definitely the structure is a user defined. Thank you.